Good afternoon, everybody. Little tour of Park House again today. As you can see, everything is growing like crazy. And Anne is going to be pricking out everything. I'll probably do some too. Because if we don't prick them out, they're all going to get pot bound. So over here, you'll see that Anne has been cutting back all of the geraniums, so we can get some new growth on them. Also to get rid of some of the pests and diseases that are on the plants. We're really busy here. So you saw Anne was doing some watering there. Lots of watering at the moment. Things have changed completely from what they were a couple of weeks ago. Everything is actually really dry, whereas everything was very wet a couple of weeks ago. And I've been doing some spraying just to keep down some of the weeds in some of the areas that we don't have crops. And I'm using
Roundup by Active XL.
So you got the last video a week ago, and you can see in that time, in 1 week, everything is growing a lot more. What we've decided to do here, it seems like a crime in a way, but we're going to start pulling off the flowers to try and hold the plants back, because we can't sell them at the moment, and we've got no students here to put them outside or to plant them on the grounds. So if we pull off some of the flowers, it will slow them down. It's like deadheading, but not deadheading, because we're pulling the live heads off them. But by pulling the live heads off them, they'll get more flowers, and it'll slow them down by a week or two. Crazy times, but it definitely will work. So we have a sprinkler in here to keep the place watered. It was really dry and it was taking probably an hour and a half to water it properly. This way we can walk away and leave it watering the tunnel and look after everything and do a better job watering than probably we could do at all. Well, this is a video or television. It's definitely not smell-o-vision. But if it was smell-o-vision, you'd be able to smell the beautiful smell from these wallflowers. They have a really sweet smell. And even from here I can smell it. It's really nice. And the lawn areas are looking a little bit hairy, and rather than get some students to do the grass cutting, I'm going to have to do it myself. All of the grass areas. So I might send a video or make a video on cutting the grass. And I think that'll be useful for the future. I know some of you have done the establishing turf grass module and the tools and equipment module, but I think it'll be useful for you guys and for future students. So now is my opportunity. So you can have a virtual walk up the pathway here, the woodland path in Park House. I hope that's not the only walking you get to do. I hope you're out and about doing things. Oh, there's a branch down. Branch from a tree. I hope you're getting out for some walks. Hope you're getting out to see nature. Hope you're getting out to look at all the weeds that are going to be growing around the areas because of all the people that are not working at garden maintenance. Lots of things for you to do when you come back. I won't spray everything, I'll try and keep some weeding for you all. And you thought you were going to get away with just a tour of Park House, but no, we have to educate at the same time. What is this plant? Beautiful blue flowers. That's number 1.
Number 2. Happy in the shade. What is this plant? Number 2. Another shade loving plant. Likes the dry, likes the shade, and has beautiful little flowers, as you can see. Number 3. Now this guy we never had in Park House up to about 2 years ago, and we probably are never going to be able to get rid of it. It's a bit of a weed, but it's pretty at this time of year, and it has quite a nice smell of garlic. What is this plant? Very rampant. This one is number 4. Brian will know that he has 3 of these plants in his garden, and he was wondering what they were called. So unfortunately Brian is going to know the name of this plant. This is number 5. Who else knows what it is?
Number 6. Bright yellow flowers. Double flowered. That means it's got lots more petals. It's got double or triple or an abundance of petals rather than a typical single flowered version. And as a result, part of the name is plana. Plana is Latin for, I suppose, double flowered or many petals. This is number 6. What's it called? This tree is at its absolute best now. It's a small tree. It's a tree that never gets much bigger than this. In some cases it might get a bit taller, but it generally is considered a small tree. And it's looking at its absolute best now. You can hear the bees buzzing around it, collecting nectar. Really good tree for a small garden. This is number 7. What is the name of this tree? Number 8. Another plant for smell-o-vision. If you were standing here, the smell is extremely strong. I'm going to give you a clue on this one. This plant is a viburnum, but which one is it? Which one has this beautiful sweet smell? All of them have a nice smell, but this one is particularly good. The best of the viburnums for smelling. So your research should be helped by knowing this. Number 8.
Number 9. A little bulb. I think it probably was planted a couple of years ago rather than last year. blue flowers. Clue for you on this one: the common name has grape in it. What is it called? Number 9.
So this tree probably should feature in the next video as well, because it's just coming to its best in the next couple of weeks. It's covered in flowers, but the flowers on this one will get more intensely more intense and darker as they open. They're a dark flowered variety of this tree. And the clue on this one is it has a woman's name as part of its name. And this is number 10. Little tadpoles are growing up. They're starting to move around now. This is the grapevine, and it's sprouting. Keeping our fingers crossed to get a crop of grapes from it this year. Mavian asked a question the other day about mustard. Was it in the Brassica family? And if you remember, we explained that brassicas used to be called cruciferae, and the reason why they were called cruciferae is because all flowers in the Brassica family have 4 petals in the shape of a cross or a crucifix, and that's why it used to be called cruciferae. So it's a good way of knowing if something is in the Brassica family or the cruciferae family, by knowing that it has 4 petals in the shape of a cross. Thank you, Mavian. Yum, yum, yum. Oops. And Mavian was asking were the dahlias up yet. So a lot of them are. Some of them aren't yet, but a lot of them are up. So I think this is pretty much it from a sunny park house today. Not a lot more to say. Everything nicely watered by Anne, professionally watered, as it should be. So all the best, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.